Well, there's a new revolutionary gun law being introduced in the state of Texas, and I got to go over this because, boy, this is a really pretty radical stuff. It's good, though. It's good. They ought to be doing this in New York State, too, but, I guess that's the political climate. Probably got to break away from the establishment of Bloomberg. But anyway, there's Texas right there. That's the big orange state. In case you didn't know where the hell it was, that's it, right here on the map. Can't miss it, right? Can't miss it. If you missed it, you fell asleep when you're driving through it for 3 days. Basically that's how it goes. So anyway, in Texas, they really believe in their guns. Each red dot represents one gun-holding Texas household, and guess what? That means the whole state is nothing but red dots. So that's how it goes. But here's the law itself. It's introduced by newly re-elected State Representative Tim Kleinschmidt. From Lexington County, Lexington House Bill 179, HB House Bill 176, declares all federal restrictions on the right to keep and bear arms to be invalid and not enforceable within the state of Texas. So the bill reads, in part, a federal law, including a statute and an executive, administration, or court order or rule that infringes on law-abiding citizens' right to keep and bear arms under the Second Amendment to the United States Constitution or Section 23, Article 1, State Texas Constitution, is invalid and not enforceable in the state. And that includes everything. It includes imposing any tax, fee, or stamp on a firearm accessory, or firearm ammunition. You're talking about the whole 9 yards. So if passed into law, all government agencies and employees within the state of Texas would be banned from enforcing any federal law in violation of the act. So that's a pretty damn good act, man. I tell you that. So anyway, Texas guns, red, white, and blue all the way, right? So and it's actually shooting is actually a favorite pastime and a hobby of all age groups, all sexes, and don't matter who the hell it is. It don't matter who it is. It's just it's kind of a fun sport too. But it's all to your inherent right to bear arms, and it's one damn good thing about Texas. I had two places I was going to get to besides when I was getting the hell out of Jersey. It was either Texas or Florida, and so I went to Central Florida. But I probably would have went to Texas too. Texas is all right, man. So anyway. Just like they say in Texas, I like my guns like Obama likes his voters undocumented, right? And, just to leave you with this thought, if babies had guns, they wouldn't be aborted. They'd be like, doctor, you stay away from me, man. Anyway, that'd be a smart thing, Actually, doctors ain't too bad, but some of them are just money hungry as all hell. So, in the case of babies getting ready to be aborted, if they were armed, hey, that would be the end of that deal. So anyway, just want to review that again. Looks like if this is, it's introduced, but considering the way the climate is, hey, it might get through all the way through. It might actually get all the way through. It's not, it's not through the whole voting process or anything yet, but it might make it. You never know. I'm sure this has got a hell of a lot of popular support in the state of Texas. It probably would have a lot of popular support in a lot of areas in New York State too, believe it or not. And even New Jersey and Connecticut, except in certain circles, which is, the big money circles. That's, the ones that want to disarm everybody. So, basically, it would tie the hands of the federal government enforcing any law. Actually, that's the way the Constitution's supposed to read. The Constitution's got certain things that the federal government's supposed to do, defend the nation in itself, but it's not supposed to freaking infringe upon your rights as enumerated in the Bill of Rights, and this law in the state of Texas would make sure that those rights are enshrined in Texas law too. So also, even though it is enshrined in Texas law, because actually the Texas state constitution actually validates the citizens' rights to keep and bear arms. It's just that they're not gonna take any kind of crap from the federal government. So this is a good law. So anyway, I don't know if it's gonna pass, but it might. If it's got a good chance to pass anywhere, it does have a pretty good chance of passing in the state of Texas, and they're the ones leading the charge. Anyway, over that.